Greetings, empowered souls. I'm Shelly Bean. I hope you guys are doing well. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. Thank you guys so much. So I'm here giving you guys the fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, your Mercury retrograde messages. So I just finished the earth sign messages for that. I don't know what it was, but I kept wanting to say Metro instead of Mercury retrograde. So if the word Metro comes out of my mouth, just disregard it. But if it comes out, I guess it's coming out for a reason again. But anyway, these are messages from Divine Source and the universe and what you can possibly expect during this Mercury retrograde period, which starts officially here Thursday, February 26th and lasts through March 20th. So I don't know about you guys, but I know me personally, I started feeling the effects or impact of Mercury retrograde last week. Started seeing and having these technology glitches and stuff, even here on YouTube. So that's pretty common to get a pre-shadow energy of Mercury retrograde like a week or two before it officially comes through. So if you guys have been having issues since last week, it was probably that shadow period, okay? But with that being said, guys, these are messages from Divine Source about what you're being encouraged and recommended to focus on during this period, because first off, this is the first Mercury retrograde of this new year, and we're in the fire horse year, which means we're also in a new cycle, new life cycle, new era. So, you know, this Mercury retrograde, I feel, is going to be felt from the collective. Sometimes, you know, I guess depending on the energies, but we also have that eclipse energy that's going on. So yeah, I think it's going to be, it might be a bit intense for people. So I was guided to give this message to you guys. So with that being said, fire signs, let's get your messages going and see what we have here for you. Divine Source, Divine Spirit, what messages do you have for Aries, Leo, Sagittarius collective regarding what to expect and what to focus on for this Mercury retrograde season? Please and thank you. What do fire signs collective need to know and focus on during this Mercury retrograde season? Please and thank you. Okay, what is the third message? Interesting. Okay. All right. So fire signs. What came out is we have truth and expression here. Truth and expression. Then we have memories and nostalgia. And then we have remember and awakening. So it's interesting that we have a remember and awakening and memories and nostalgia. There's something that you guys are, okay, thank you. So what I'm hearing is, first off, you're being encouraged and recommended to focus on remembering who you are. Remembering who you are on a soul level. So with that comes with speaking your truth and having expression. And it's funny because, again, hold on, let me take some water. My throat was about to close up because it almost closed up when I did the earth signs messages. And it's funny that as soon as I talk about truth and expression, my throat starts to close up and get dry. Okay, so some of you guys may have been stifling yourself a bit which could be which could be unusual for you guys, especially being fire signs. But there could have been some things recently in the past few months where you held your tongue about certain things, where you normally would speak your mind and have no problem being blunt, direct. But there could be some situations that you guys may have faced in the recent couple of months where some of you guys, as I said, held your tongue about something that maybe you felt you should have at the time, and maybe you also have some regrets about not speaking up about something, but for whatever reason, you guys held your tongue about things and kind of kept your expression or your feelings and your words to yourself. Okay, so the reason is going to be different for everybody since I'm reading on a collective level, but you guys, during this see, I said metro again, during this Mercury retrograde, you're being encouraged to remember who you are and to focus on speaking your truth and expressing yourself. Do it with love, though. I'm hearing to do it with love and to do it to do it in a respectful way. To do it in a respectful way and to do it with love, but to speak your truth. And it's okay if someone or people don't agree with you. It's okay, because you're speaking your truth. You're being your authentic self. Some of you guys also, with memories and nostalgia, may find, with Mercury retrograde, this is a time where this is a season or energy that is typically called for us to slow down, reflect, reevaluate things, check, all the details of things, the fine print of things, to not be impulsive, to really do a thorough check of everything. Even when doing a thorough check of us, check in with yourself is what I'm hearing for you guys. But this season may also cause you guys to really think about some past situations, because I almost said metro, because Mercury retrograde is also a period of time where there are a lot of past issues that come to the surface. It's done for a reason. It's for us to stop what we're doing and face the things that we may not have wanted to face prior. It comes back around for us to kind of deal with and maybe even close out, or to just face and to acknowledge. So you may find some of these things may come up, some past things, because you're going to be thinking about some things that bring a little bit of nostalgia to you. These also could be things too, fire signs, that have a lot of, you may find yourself with a lot of sentimental memories, things that make you feel sentimental, bittersweet feelings about a situation and or people or person. So this is a time, fire signs, to allow yourself to feel your feelings and to get in touch with your feelings and to not ignore them, not suppress them, not cover them up, not bury them. Thank you, Spirit. That's part of remembering and awakening to who you truly are on a soul level. Because when you are remembering who you are on the soul level, you are examining and acknowledging all aspects of yourself and facing those aspects of yourself, even your shadow side, because we all have a shadow side. The shadow sides are always going to be with us. And we have a shadow side for a reason. And even looking at our shadow side, which sometimes comes with shame, guilt, sadness, all those darker feelings or But they're there for a reason, for us to examine. It's not there for us to stay in those energies, but it's there for us to look at and to examine and to do a compare and contrast with ourselves to see why we have those feelings, why we may do the things we do. Why do we say the things we may say? And it's to be done without judgment. It's okay to look and examine about those things, about yourself, but to do it without judgment is what I'm hearing. Do it without judgment. So definitely that's something that divine source and universe want you guys to focus on, because there are going to be some past things that are going to come up between now and towards the end of Mercury retrograde. So that's just a heads up for some of you guys. So what other messages do we have? And I think I told you guys the date. This Thursday, it officially starts or comes through. It goes in retrograde Thursday, February 26th through March 20th. Don't forget also too, Mercury retrograde, and just like Mercury retrograde has its pre-shadow energy period, which is like a week, maybe even 2 weeks ahead of time, or 1 or 2 weeks before. With the end of Mercury retrograde, there's a post-shadow energy that still lingers around about a week or two after. So what are the messages, Divine Spirit, that you want Aries, Leo, Sagittarius collective to know regarding Mercury retrograde season? What else? Interesting. What's on the bottom? Okay. So we have number 4, Archangel Chamuel. Okay. And then we have, so 4 could also be relevant to you for whatever reason. Then we have card number 24, Universal Heart. So 24 can be relevant to you, or number 6. Okay, so because 24 reduces to 6, so 24 or 6 can be relevant to you. I'm going to read specifically Archangel Chamuel, because I know off the top of my head, I forgot what Archangel Chamuel represents. But let me read this specifically for you guys. Hold on a sec. I have to get the guidebook. Okay. All right, guys. So card number 4, Archangel Chamuel, says, Chamuel teaches us purity of true love, unconditional love, love for self and love for others. She assists us in seeing the beauty of our own soul in order to see the beauty in others at a heart level. Chamuel will help you when you are struggling with relationships with friends or loved ones, and will help give you insight into repairing wounded relationships or help you recover from broken relationships. Archangel Chamuel shows you how to be non-judgmental of those people who are in your life and find common ground, respect, and compassion for their personal journeys. She brings families, communities, countries together, bringing out global peace on all levels. She teaches us that in order to love others, we must first love ourselves. So I also express that non-judgmental because this is also referring to you, fire signs, to not judge yourself as well, to stay away from and avoid judging yourself. So Chamuel asks, do you feel you are not deserving of love? Do you struggle to show your feelings and affection to others? And it advises to tell yourself, I love myself and others unconditionally, and I open my heart to Archangel Chamuel's love, bringing peace and love in the world. Beautiful. I love that message. I love that message for you guys. And so Universal Heart goes hand in hand with the message that I just read you guys. It talks about the heart space. It talks about love. It talks about not judging others and not judging yourself, even more so. And giving yourself the love and knowing that you are deserving of love and you are deserving of healing your heart from whatever relationships that have been broken. It can be family relationships, it can be romantic relationships, it can be just with people in different situations and scenarios. But it talks about having a universal heart for others and having peace in the world with that love. So definitely makes sense on why this universal heart came out. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. Thank you. I like that message for you guys. I do. So with that being said, let's move on to the self-care deck here, because part of falling back and chilling out and slowing down during Mercury retrograde is about taking self-inventory, taking inventory of yourself. Where are you right now? How do you feel? What's going on with you? Checking in with yourself. And so part of that is focusing on self-care. So, Holy Divine Spirit, what self-care messages do you have for Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius collective for this Mercury retrograde season? Please and thank you. What's the second message? I'm going to get 2 self-care messages for you guys. Okay. Oh, I like these messages. Well, I like all the messages. Okay, so the first card that came out was card number 48, spend time with animals. So 48 could be relevant to you guys, which also reduces to number 12, which also reduces to number 3. So 48, 12, or 3. But spend time with animals. I'm hearing, thank you, Spirit, get in touch more with nature as well. But definitely spend time with animals. If you have, some of you guys may have animals that maybe you haven't been spending that much time with, or just really hugging your animals, giving them love, giving them care, giving them attention, playing with your animals is really going to also lift your energy, lift your vibration, lift up your frequency. Okay, because that's what animals typically do. They are part of God's blessings to us as human beings and to the world. So definitely spend more time with your animals if you have them. And even if you don't have any animals, maybe go to a shelter, or go to a family member's house or a friend's house that has animals. Just surround yourself with animals and love on them, okay? All right, you don't have to actually be an animal owner. And then we have card number 46, soak in a bath. Just soak yourself. Fire signs, soak yourself. And this could also be like a cleansing too, like take like a cleansing, a spiritual cleansing bath, okay, to clear and cleanse your energy. Because a lot of times we collect energy from people, places, and things, and part of clearing and cleansing our energy should be taking spiritual baths when we need it. But definitely soak in a bath and relax. So card number 46, 46 could be relevant to you, which also reduces to number 10 and 1. So 46, 10, or 1 could be relevant. So part of your self-care, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, is to spend time with animals in nature and soak in a bath, clear your energy, and relax. Read a book while you're in the bath, you know. Make sure you carve out time in your day or evening to do these things. All right. So what fallback messages do we have for Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius collective divine spirit regarding Mercury retrograde season? Please and thank you. I'm going to also end with a tarot message for you guys. What fallback messages do we have? Let me have 3 messages, please and thank you. Okay. What's the second message for Aries, Leo, Sagittarius collective divine spirit for Mercury retrograde? What's the third? Okay, so we have dream it to life. See and feel what will soon be real. Take time to visualize the experience you want to have before any situation. That's the first message. Okay, then we have accept. Accept, it is what it is. Healing occurs naturally with acceptance. Make peace with what is. The only way out is through. Ooh, I know that's right. The only way out, y'all, is through. I'm telling you. And what's the third message? We have get out of your own way. You are the reason, the cause, and the solution. Take back your power by remembering who you really are. What? Remember, awakening. Take back your power by remembering who you really are. What I say? Thank you, Spirit. This is just reiterating and emphasizing the message already given. Remembering who you are. Thank you, Spirit. Come through. It doesn't get any more clear than that. And lastly, guys, let's get a tarot message for you guys as I close out your message. I hope it's been resonating for you guys and helpful. So, Holy Divine Spirit, what tarot message do you have for Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius collective at this time? Please and thank you. As we close out. Okay. We got the Eight of Wands in reverse. And I do believe that is Sagittarius energy. Eight of Wands, definitely fire energy. It says unfinished business and let's say mistiming. Yeah, mistiming, losing momentum and slowing down, out of control and running from your problems, domestic arguments and marital disputes, being the troublemaker and causing chaos. Okay. That's what it says for the Eight of Wands in reverse. So again, this is probably what will have you in your memories and nostalgia, thinking about things that may feel bittersweet. Think about memories, sentimental things and thoughts. But with the Eight of Wands in reverse, yes, it does talk about slowing down. And this is the period of time where we all are supposed to slow down before we make impulsive decisions, before we say impulsive things, before we do impulsive things. Okay, so it does talk about slowing down with the Eight of Wands in reverse. Okay. So with this Archangel Chamuel message that I read earlier in the Universal Heart, it does talk about possible relationships that are broken, that may come up during this time of Mercury retrograde. So this is why it's also being advised to speak your truth and express yourself with love in a respectful way, but to definitely speak your truth. Okay, and remember who you are. So with that said, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, I hope that the messages were helpful and that you resonated with them. As always, guys, be well and be at peace. Ashe.